Hey, it's Sweez. Today I want to talk about where you can upload all of your DJ music. So what is DJ music? I mean, I'm talking about mixes, remixes, all that stuff. And there is gray area, but let's talk about generally what each one is. So a mix is typically 30 minutes or longer. It's a mix of songs. It's a DJ mix. Hopefully that's self-explanatory. And then a mini mix is shorter. It's usually 20, 15 minutes or so. It's usually showing off an album or an EP or a compilation or something like that. Then you have remixes, which are actual songs. And then there's kind of two categories of remixes. There's an official remix and an unofficial remix, which is also called a bootleg. Sometimes it's just a bootleg. Some people use the word remix instead of bootleg. I think it's fine. I think it helps your searchability if you say remix instead of bootleg. But do know that means you do know that it's unofficial, and what you can do with an official remix is not what you can do with a bootleg. Much like an edit, which is what I would say is a step below a bootleg. An edit's usually taking one thing out of a song or changing something just a little bit on a song. So let's say you have a song that's 128 BPM, doesn't have house drums, but you add house drums. That's a house edit or a house redrum, which would be a specific type of edit. Now there's also covers and interpolations, and that's a whole other issue that I don't want to get into, especially since I'm not a copyright lawyer. But let's get into something I kind of know about, that 7-second myth, because that's exactly what it is. It's a myth. If you think you can sample 7 seconds of a song legally, you can't. It's a myth. It's been a myth forever. Since the dawn of copyright lawsuits, the old school samplers could only sample 7, 9, or 11 seconds, depending on what sampler you had. So they were getting hit with copyright lawsuits for maybe even a 3-second sample. Don't think because your sample is short, you can get away with it. There are micro samples, and people get away with those all the time, but tread lightly. That's all I'll say. So let's talk about where you can upload unofficial stuff. And the one that might be most surprising, not Mixcloud, YouTube. YouTube I have found to be great for uploading mixes and unofficial remixes. So if you'll look here, you'll see this one was the one I uploaded today. It was a mix. It was private copyright. Actually, let's make it public. I should have made that public earlier today. Boom, there we go. Because I already checked it, and if I go down here to copyright, it knows all the songs I played, and guess what? It says no impact on the channel for each of these. Well, if I go over to some remixes, actually first, now what you can do is you can make a test upload of all the songs you want to use, and if there's any major impact, you can see that before you actually go through the effort of doing the mix. You can just upload a raw file of all the songs that you're trying to use. So let's go down to a song where it does say that there's some partial blockage. It's on my Dua Lipa remix. And I figured there would be, honestly, more blockage because it's not bad. You'll see partially blocked, United States, that's good. Germany's good, United Kingdom's good, Canada's good. The only place it's not, Belarus and Russia. So that's fine with me. We're going to call that good on YouTube. I've really gotten away with uploading everything on YouTube. Even, let's go to the regular YouTube and type in something you wouldn't expect to be available on YouTube. 2024 hip hop mix. I mean, there's a million of them, and they're actual mixes. They're not just playlists. Look, so that brings me to my next one, which is SoundCloud. And you definitely don't have as good of luck on remixes on SoundCloud, but there isn't a 3-strike rule anymore. I don't think, especially if you upload private, like I showed you on YouTube. Because here I'll count down: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 this year. Most of them were for the same songs. Some of them were for my own songs, but I didn't get any flags on my account. Almost all these songs are uploaded private first. I even tried that little trick where you change the title of a song. That didn't do it. So just like the 7-second myth, that's a myth too. But yeah, you can put some stuff on your SoundCloud. If I go to my page and just go to my tracks, you'll see that I've had some unofficial remixes in here. The Rihanna track did fine. No problem. So there's 2 places where you can upload unofficial remixes. Mixes, I've got 2 more places. Mixcloud, and I think Mixcloud's okay. As soon as they limited it to 10 uploads and everything else is pro, I'm kind of out, honestly. Everyone wants $20 a month from you, and I can't give it to Mixcloud anymore. They're a fine service, but yeah, I'd spend your money elsewhere. A place where you could spend your money is a service called Hear This, and when I got away from Mixcloud, this was one that I really liked because it allowed me to bring in everything from my Mixcloud and SoundCloud right away. They have since rolled that back. You can only bring stuff in from Dropbox. But it is a decent service. You can use it for free. You get a certain amount of uploads. The sign-in's kind of weird. I'm not sure who runs Hear This. I think it might be out of Germany. It's a decent service, but I feel like they could use a lot of updates. Doesn't think I'm signed in. But you'll see I downgraded my Pro subscription, and they only let you have 50 on a free one, and I've got 82. So I need to take some stuff off of here. But that's okay. I definitely got what I needed from Hear This, and now I'm back on SoundCloud Pro, so I can put a lot of stuff on there. I think it's 30-something a year for Hear This Pro. It's not bad. Bandcamp is another one where you can upload stuff. I haven't heard takedowns. I'd be weary. What I like that I've seen people do, and I've done this a couple times, is when they're doing unofficial remixes on Bandcamp, they have them up for a limited time so they don't get in trouble. I didn't tell you to do that, but that's something I've seen people do. And there's also Audius, which I remember back in the day they said they were going to do no takedowns, but I've had a lot of stuff taken down. I definitely expected the mixes to be taken down. There's nothing in this Wu-Tang Wednesday playlist anymore. They took down my Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber remix, or bootleg remix. So yeah, be careful on Audius. So yeah, those are your options for uploading mixes and unofficial remixes. Maybe there's more. I haven't tried things like Audio Mac or Boomplay. I don't know. There's so many services and I can't keep track. But YouTube was a surprise for me. I can't believe they got all the copyright stuff figured out. And SoundCloud is better about not taking your account away, I think. Let me know what you know. I'm always happy to get more information. Put it in the comments. We'll see you next time.